Hello and welcome to Finance Conversation. This is, believe it or not, the 8th episode of the Merging Life and Money show. And I am super excited to be here with you today. If we are meeting for the first time, I am your host, Marie-Jo César. I help frustrated professional women take control of their finances from the inside out and live their life, their best life, I should say, with the money they have. Thanks for joining in today. If you are watching the replay, make sure to type #replay in the chat and leave me some comments and questions. Welcome. I come to you live every Thursday at 5 p.m. Pacific time to share valuable information about how to achieve financial wellness and live your life with means and meaning. Today's show is the 7th in the series titled How to Build a Secure Financial Plan. I will be exploring step 6 of the process, which is planning for the future. So grab a pen and a notebook as I will be sharing tips and ideas that you might want to write down. If you have any comments or questions, make sure to put them in the chat. And if you want to talk to me directly, I will share my contact information later in the show. So far, in the How to Build a Secure Financial Plan series, I talked about 5 keys: financial mindset, budgeting, debt elimination, savings, insurance. And today, I will talk about planning for the future. And for full disclosure, the show will be a little longer because it is a very important topic that is very near and dear to my heart. Planning for the future is an integral part of your financial plan. It is a necessary step as it refers to all the pieces needed to prepare for the long haul. And I'm not talking about a trip. I am talking about planning for and living in retirement. As you know, retirement is one of those inevitable phases of life. So have you ever wondered how many hours, days, weeks, or months that you are or will likely spend working in your lifetime, and how long you will or likely spend in retirement or semi-retirement? I checked it out and found that on average, people now spend approximately 14 years and 2 months of their lives at work. And this was pre-COVID. Just think for a minute that some of you spend more time planning a 2 weeks vacation or a party than you spend planning for retirement, which could easily last 20 years or more. In fact, some of you will probably spend more time in retirement than you spend time working. So you must have a plan to pay for your life in retirement that could span 10 to 30 years. And yes, I know, retirement is something that is fairly easy to put off and worry about later, especially when you are young. After all, everything will sort itself out in the end, right? Well, no, not for retirement. That strategy does not work for retirement, okay? Because more often than not, life does not work out the way you planned it, and you will be putting yourself and your family in a less than an ideal situation. Chances are you do not plan to work until the day you die. I surely hope so. And you may have even envisioned your dream retirement to include, sipping some cocktail on a beach somewhere in a nice tropical villa, or being off traveling the world. This is possible, but it will take some careful financial planning, okay? So for that, I want to really focus on 3 main points, which is you got to develop a retirement mindset, you got to develop and maintain your retirement financial plan, and you got to review your estate plan. Let's look at developing a retirement mindset. Planning for retirement is a personal journey, one that means more than deciding where you will live, how you will spend your days, or buying an RV and become a road warrior. Retirement can be the most rewarding and exciting phase of your life, but to make the most of it, you will need an ongoing stream of reliable income sources. You will also need to be prepared for any curveball life throws at you. From managing debt to unexpected health matters, retirement today looks much different than ever before. So first, visualize your retirement urge. Visualizing your retirement encompasses your physical, emotional, and financial health. It helps you connect your current you with the future you and take the necessary step to take care of your future self. Most people focus on the numbers when planning, saving, and investing for retirement. While a financial focus is certainly prudent, it is also important to look beyond the numbers and consider what you want your life in retirement to look like. Once you have an idea of what you want, you can better plot your financial roadmap. So, planning for retirement by envisioning what you want your retirement to look like, just like any other goal, is what drives you to save rather than spend. A little pointer here. I have many of those throughout the show. Schedule your retirement with your partner. If you're married or in a domestic partnership, it is a good idea to sit down together and discuss your collective retirement goals. You should ask questions like, can you retire at the same time? Do you aspire to retire early? Will one of you continue to work while the other starts retirement? Getting on the same page can help you come up with a plan and strategize how to best spend your retirement together. Also, consider your housing needs, right? Housing is a primary consideration when planning for retirement. Staying in your pre-retirement home is a common practice, but retirement can be a good time to downsize, even move to a warmer climate, or choose a tax-friendly state. So share your preferences and understand what your partner wants in the early and later years of your retirement. So also family consideration, like your social circle and other factors, are also important for both of you. Evaluate your housing needs for all stages of retirement and consider adjusting when your needs change. Remember that changes in health can have an impact on your housing requirements. Yard work, steps may be fine in the early years of retirement, but the house you spend most of your lives in may not be the ideal home and indefinitely. Map out your travel plans. One of the best things about being retired is the ability to travel. So stretch your travel dollars as far as you can by planning ahead. Look for part-time work. You may decide to continue to work on a part-time basis when you retire. A part-time job is an excellent way to keep some cash flow and to keep you socially active as well. So make sure to secure it before you retire. So preparing for retirement can seem overwhelming, okay? Especially as it gets closer to your final working day. But the more work you put in up front, the more you can enjoy your golden years without worry. Point number 2, develop and maintain your retirement financial plan. That is the main one. Contribute to retirement plans, okay? It is never too early or too late to start saving for retirement. If you are just starting out, focus on saving as much as you can now. If you are nearing retirement, consider increasing contributions to your savings or consider delaying withdrawing your Social Security benefit. The secret is to start as early as you can. If your employer offers a traditional 401k plan and you are eligible, that's a no-brainer, okay? It allows you to contribute pre-tax money, which can be a significant advantage. And if they offer to match your contribution into the 401k plan, don't hesitate. Make sure to contribute at least enough to take full advantage of the match. After all, it is essentially free money. So please do not leave it on the table. Consider establishing an individual retirement account or an IRA to help build your nest eggs. You have two options, at least, the traditional IRA, individual retirement account, or a Roth IRA. You could have both, actually. So find out which IRA may be right for you. Take advantage of catch-up contribution if you are age 50 and older. And of course, consider investing. Investing is one method that puts your money to work for you. It requires knowledge of the market, requires knowledge of some trading rules, but make sure to learn about investment before even thinking of hiring a financial specialist. Okay? And by the way, I will be talking about investment next week. Investment will be the topic of the next show. So tune in. Another pointer, set your retirement budget. Planning your finances using a retirement budget will improve your peace of mind and lessen your stress about money in your golden years. Calculating a budget would help you avoid spending too much of your nest egg too soon. With a few simple steps, you will develop a budget that accounts for your obligation and leaves plenty of room for your enjoyment. So a good detailed budget will help you live with your means, within your means, and will help you enjoy your life and make your savings last as long as possible. So understand also, that's a big one. Understand your Social Security benefits. Social Security is part of the retirement plan for almost every American worker. One of the most important things you would do as you plan for retirement is to decide when to claim your Social Security benefits. Social Security replaces the percentage of your pre-retirement income based on your lifetime earnings. The portion of your pre-retirement wages that Social Security replaces is based on your highest 35 years of revenues and vary depending on how much you earn and when you choose to start receiving your benefits. So Social Security should be just one part of your retirement plan, okay? On average, retirement beneficiaries receive 40% of their pre-retirement income from Social Security. The 60% has to come from somewhere else, okay? So choosing when to start receiving your retirement benefit is a personal decision. And I will talk about the three options that you have available, which is full retirement age, early retirement age, and delayed retirement age. So full retirement age is the age when you will be able to collect your full retirement benefit amount. The full retirement age in the US is to receive your Social Security benefit is 66. If you were born from 1943 to 1954. Okay, the full retirement age increases gradually if you were born from 1955 to 1960 until it reaches 67. And for anyone born in 1966 or later, full retirement benefits are payable at age 67. You also have the option of early or withdrawing at an early time. You can get your Social Security retirement as early as 62. However, your benefit is reduced if you start receiving benefit before your full retirement age. And you also have the delayed retirement age. So when you delay collecting benefit beyond your full retirement age, the amount of your retirement benefit will continue to increase up until age 70. And there is no incentive to delay claiming after age 70. So in order to ensure that you maximize your Social Security benefit, I would recommend that you work with a financial specialist that can help you better understand how your Social Security benefit will interact with the rest of your retirement portfolio. And they will break down the advantages and disadvantages of when to begin withdrawing Social Security benefits. So get a full understanding of your option when it comes to Social Security benefits, okay? So that's why it is very important to start planning early. Let's look at your retirement plan, which is, how you should understand the various retirement plan that you have or you contribute to. So technically, there are two broad categories of retirement plans, okay? Defined contribution plans and defined benefit plans. Defined contribution plan are the most common type of retirement vehicle that is now found in the private sector. And the name for them would be like 401k plan or 403b plans. Over time, the use of defined benefit plans have been really reduced, overshadowed by defined contribution plan, okay? A defined benefit plan, commonly referred to as a pension, is far rarer today than it was in the past, particularly in the private sector. This is a topic for another day. But understanding the differences between your pension or a defined benefit plan and a 401k plan or other defined contribution plan is essential for maximizing your post-retirement income. So if you are eligible to receive a pension when you retire from a defined benefit plan, again, seek advice from a financial specialist. They will really help you understand how that works. And again, that's why it is important to start your planning for your future early. Okay, so those plans are not the easiest one to understand. Okay, so the core difference between a defined contribution plan and a defined benefit plan is simple. And I'm saying that loosely. A defined benefit plan gives you a static benefit for the remainder of your life, right? After you retire. They are typically offered to public sector employees. Right now, I believe only 5% of the private sector still uses or still has defined benefit plans. So a pension plan is generally tied to your years of service and provide a defined benefit when you retire that lasts until your death. Okay, in contrast to a defined benefit plan, the defined contribution plan requires you to contribute to your plan throughout the years that you're working. Defined contribution plan generally offers some tax advantages, such as reducing your level of taxable income. And at the same time, a defined contribution plan gives you greater control over how to invest your retirement portfolio. And a second added advantage to the defined contribution plan is that they provide you with a greater degree of portability between employers. So if you change employer, you could actually take your defined contribution plan with you while a defined benefit plan is tied directly to that specific employer. And usually it's the federal government or the municipal government. So retirement planning will help you ensure that you are maximizing all your benefit for retirement. So that is true. And whether you are planning on receiving benefit from your defined contribution plan, your defined benefit plan, your Social Security, it is important to start planning early. Okay? So you are better able to project your income during retirement. Now, I just want to talk a little bit more about the defined benefit plans, because some of you in the audience might have access to a defined benefit plan. When you retire, basically what happens is that you have two options. One option is to take an annuity. And what is an annuity? An annuity is an insurance contract that your former employer would have purchased with a contribution that they put in the plan on your behalf. And that contract would buy you some retirement income for life, for the rest of your life. Or you could choose to take a lump sum. They give you that option. Some plans give you that option as well. So again, you got to plan early and decide which one works best for you. Remember, when you take the annuity, inflation could be a problem, because the value of your monthly payment or whatever payment that you get through the annuity could be short, taking into consideration the cost of medical health right now. And you may choose to go for a lump sum, because the lump sum could be invested, but you have to be disciplined. You cannot just take it and just put it somewhere where it's not going to work for you. So again, my advice to you is to seek some suggestion and some recommendation by talking to a financial specialist that will help you with this side of your retirement plan. Okay, let's talk about emergency fund. You need cash in the bank during your senior years. Okay, as a senior, you will ideally have several sources of income. Right, we talk about potential defined contribution plan, so you could get some money from your 401k plan or your IRA. You will be getting money from Social Security. If you happen to have a defined benefit plan, you will get some money, some income from your pension, right? And if you have a part-time job, you'll get some cash from there too. So while having a steady flow of money coming in is a good thing, it does not negate the need for a solid emergency fund, okay? Just as workers should aim to have 3 to 6 months worth of living expenses sitting in cash in a savings account, retirees should also have reserves on hand for unknown expenses. Okay, so check your insurance policies. Very important. Many employers offer life insurance as part of their benefit package. However, once you retire, you will lose this coverage. So having life insurance in retirement is a good way for your beneficiaries to be able to pay major expenses like a mortgage, a balance on the mortgage, or even the funeral cost after your death. So take time to review your life insurance policy and make sure that it's up to date. And also make sure that any outstanding bills or expenses that you have will be covered should you die suddenly. Okay, evaluate your health before retirement. Before you leave your current job, okay, I would urge you to take advantage of your employee health care plan. Make sure you are up to date on your annual checkups, your prescriptions, your hearing aid, you know how that goes right when you go old, your dental care and vision, right? And once you are retired, go and to the doctor, okay? Try to go and see your doctor every year or as covered by your retirement health insurance plan. So maintain your physical health is very important when in retirement, okay? Because this gives you a good quality of life, and this can help keep healthcare costs down. So be sure to ask your doctor for recommendation on post-retirement health, fitness, and nutrition. Another thing, you will want to consider Medicare. Most people are eligible for Medicare. Medicare is a national healthcare coverage in the US, and they are eligible at age 65. But there are a variety of plans and coverage options that you will need to evaluate based on your medical needs. So keep in mind that Medicare will not cover everything, okay? So you have prescription costs, you have co-pays, hospital costs, nursing home care. All of this may need to be paid out of pocket and can be incredibly expensive if you are not prepared. Okay, those meds are expensive when you get older. All right. So talking health, okay, so all of that seems to be very morbid, but hey, you got to face it. You got to do what you got to do, and you got to prepare. So even if you are in good health, thinking about long-term care like nursing home services or home health, okay, it's crucial to your retirement planning. In fact, statistics show that nearly 70% of people over the age of 65 will someday need long-term care services. Okay, a long-term health plan should go beyond initial retirement plans, providing financial coverage in case of disability, special needs, or spousal death. It happens, okay? So funding a long-term care plan can be challenging, but there are options like long-term care insurance or even your health savings account that are available to you before you retire. Again, the importance of planning early for retirement, okay? Sometimes we think that we will never die, okay? Let alone retire. And whoever told you that, they lied to you. So prepare for your retirement. Now, last but not least, review your estate plan. Everyone needs an estate plan. Even if you don't have a home, you don't have a car, or you don't have a business, okay? Estate planning is a way to declare your wishes for your remains after your death and to give clear instruction if you become incapacitated. Okay, it's one thing to die, but it's one thing to be here and nobody knows what you wanted to do, particularly when you have several kids. So estate planning eases stress on your loved ones and lets you make decisions about your legacy. Your estate includes anything that has cash value, like your home and other properties, car and other vehicles, business profit, assets, bank accounts, investment, cash, insurance policies, retirement accounts, pension, social security benefit, and even military benefit if you have them. So when you die, your assets are used to pay debts, tax, legal fees, medical bills, and funeral costs, right? So the leftover would be the inheritance for your dependent. So ideally, you would want your estate to have enough cash so that your family doesn't have to sell anything to settle your estate. So note that if you do not leave clear instruction for other possession or for what you want done with your body, Um, so your remaining estate will be settled according to your state laws, to whatever laws is in force in the state that you live in. So I also want to add that estate planning is a very important topic, and I am scheduled to talk about it in the episode 10 of the Merging Life and Money show. So I will be dedicating that episode to that very important topic, which is estate planning. I will be reviewing the essential estate planning documents that you may need. Okay, I said a lot there, so I'm going to stop here regarding the planning for retirement, and I would like to do a quick recap. So I talked about having a retirement mindset. I talked about developing and maintaining a retirement financial plan. And last but not least, I talked about reviewing your estate plan. So I'm going to leave you with just a few more points. It is more important than ever to have a realistic retirement saving goal and a solid plan for achieving it. So regardless of education or wealth, there are a lot of reasons why retirement planning is important. Okay, the main one being that retirement is the most expensive decision in your life, as you must be in a position to enjoy it for a lot of years. Okay, sometimes 20, even 30 years, and you don't want to run out of money, right? So my closing remarks: in order to lead a peaceful and uncompromised life during retirement, it is essential to start planning and investing toward your retirement as soon as you can. If you don't, it could easily lead to financial hardship, decreased standard of living, or even returning to the workforce. Okay? A transition plan can make or break your retirement. So prepare. So find you an excellent advisor that will make this journey with you. Make sure to educate yourself before engaging a financial advisor, as you will need to cover all the key factors that impact your present and future finances, and most of all, ask the relevant questions. Okay? And I must add as well that this COVID-19, the pandemic, has triggered a retirement rethink for many, many Americans. And all this stimulus money that was pumped in the economy, this also has changed a lot, okay? So we had some very, very low rate on bonds and CDs. And the upswing in the stock market, I think I would prepare for a bear market. Let's put it this way. So, before I forget, let me share my contact information with you. So, if you want to reach me, you could send me an email at mj@marijocesar.com, or you could reach me by direct messaging me through Facebook. You know, I like to end the show with a quote. And today I chose one from an unknown author that reads, "Retire from your job, but never retire your mind." For more information about how to build a secure financial plan, join me next week, Thursday at 5 p.m. Pacific Time, 6 p.m. Central Time, 8 p.m. Eastern Time, and 9 p.m. Atlantic Time for my Bermuda audience. I will be talking about step 8 of the financial planning, which is invest and diversify. Thank you for being here today on the Merging Life and Money show. I am your host, Marie-Jo César. I will be back again next week. Until then, continue merging life and money. Bye for now.